Hi, this is Mark with Veritas Defense, and this is Minute with Mark. Today I want to talk to you about the impact of the recent death of Abu Bakr al-Baghdadi of the Islamic State and the impact that has for you, the security-minded citizen. First of all, I want to congratulate the Trump administration and the special operations community for a job well done. Taking out the key ISIS leader will no doubt in the short term diminish their capacity to plan and conduct attacks and their standing within the region. But what is the strategic long-term impact of that? Probably not much. Now, why do I say that? Well, we've been at war for 18 years now, and we still cannot identify who exactly it is that we're fighting, what their threat doctrine is, or craft a coherent strategy for victory there. Now, how does that come out? How does that break down on a practical level? Well, let's take al-Baghdadi himself. Born in 1971 in Iraq, raised in a very religious Sunni Arab family there. In his college years, he pursued postgraduate studies in Islamic studies at the Islamic University in Baghdad. In 2003, he co-founded a brutal terrorist group known as Jamaat Jaish al-Sunnah wal al-Jamaat. Try to say that 3 times real fast. And in 2004, he was actually arrested and detained by U.S. forces and spent a little bit of time, the better part of that year, in custody until he was released as a low-level threat. And that low-level threat went on to become one of the leaders of arguably the most barbaric, deadly, and lethal terrorist group in history. So the fact is we do not know how to vet these people, even when they are in our care, custody, and control. We do not know how to differentiate between someone who has a malicious intent towards us and who does not. And so if we can't do that overseas, then the question is, how are we going to do that for folks who are trying to get into the country? Now, I'm not going to make this, we're not talking about the policy of immigration policy or anything out. I'm just asking the question is, if we know that these terrorist groups like Al-Qaeda, Islamic State, they've already said that they're going to send operatives here under the guise of those seeking refugee status. And we know we've had documented accounts where they have come over, and we've even had border crossings and things like that. And so we know that they're coming here. We know that they have come here. If we can't vet them when we have them in our custody over there, how are we going to find, and if we do find these folks, vet them as they're coming into the country? How are we going to do that? And right now, given the track record, I'm going to say that we're not doing it, or not doing it well anyway. So we know these folks are here. They're trained, they're well indoctrinated, and they are operational. Many of them have combat experience, and they are here to continue to recruit, form cells and networks, and at some point go operational. And it doesn't take many of these guys to have a pretty devastating impact on your community. Think back on the DC snipers. Those were 2 dudes, and they basically put that beltway on lockdown for a good while. And psychologically, at least, those effects were felt in other communities as well. So that's why I say on the long-term impact, probably not much. The focus on Al-Qaeda didn't prepare us for Islamic State, and our focus on Islamic State is not really preparing us for the next threat. So what do you need to do, the security-minded citizen? Well, number one, you need to raise your awareness. You need to develop your understanding of the threats and enhance your defensive capabilities. And so that's what we do. If you're interested in training and learning the tactics and the techniques to help you do that, why don't you link up with us at www.veritasdefense.com, and we'll see you there.